Hey everyone, so the verdicts are in. We are going to rank in order of preference the 4 bourbons that I tasted, courtesy of my friend Angry Irish Mac. Angry Mac, I cannot thank you enough for these 4 incredible tastings. They are, as I'm going to go into in a minute, these are so close. The difference is so slight between these 4 and specifically my top 2, that this was an incredible job trying to rank these. But these were incredible. I really appreciate this. I appreciate you. And once again, everyone, definitely follow Angry Irish Mac. He's an incredible guy. He's got great videos. And I'm telling you once again, he will describe every part of that tasting in great detail and with some great stories. So definitely follow Angry Irish Mac. Okay, so now to the job of ranking these. These 4 are really, really close. Really close. Now, I've done a lot of other tastings and all really good, but I think where it may have been a little easier in some other tastings is there were whiskeys of various types. Like, for instance, with the ones that I tasted from Bourbon Barry, there was some American single malts. And then you have some rye in there. So some stuff that, American single malts, maybe I'm not as ready for that as other stuff. And my natural preferences may have leaned towards stuff I was more familiar with, but trying it all. So that might be why that was a little bit easier, even though everything still, that I tried from Bourbon Barry was great. But these 4 are bourbons, all 4 we'll call it my wheelhouse, my comfort zone. Never tried any of these 4 before this, but that's one factor. And just the other factor is that they were just so darn good. These 4. I can be honest with you, I had a tough time ordering this, but specifically when I'm going to tell you about the top 2. We'll get to that. Well, you'll see when I get up to that. So without any further ado, what we're going to do is we're going to rank them. We're going to start with last, or at least the one I would rank last. But again, this last is no less. I would take any of these any day. So it's not that my last place in this case isn't something that I didn't like. I liked every one of these, but I have to rank them. Nobody's going to settle for it's a tie. We want to know, the ranking. So basically, here we go. So we have them. I just have the empty bottles here, in order. We're going to start with number 4, last place, and that goes to Clyde May, 5-year-old store pick, single barrel, 105 proof. I absolutely enjoyed this. If I had to, tell you, well, where does this sit in relation to the other ones? I can't even tell you. There's a lower proof, but that's, as you'll see, that's not necessarily the answer because it's not ranked in order of proof. But I guess the mouthfeel was good. The other ones, I guess there was just more going on for me. So this will sit in 4th place. 3rd place, which will now give you a hint as far as what's going to go on with 1 and 2. 3rd place is Old Scout, 6-year-old store pick, 128 proof. That was the highest proof of these. And it was really good. It was really good. I did like the proof on this. And also, there's a lot really good taste in there. It's just so many of these that just was so good. But I'm going to put this in 3. I liked it a little bit better than the Clyde May, but just a shade less than the 2. Now, that leaves the number 2, and then also the number 1 spots. We'll just say that number 1 and number 2, obviously by process of elimination, we have the one I tried first, the Fiddler Chin Music, the Wheated Bourbon 100 proof, and then we have the one that I tried 3rd, which is the Nashville Barrel Company 6-year-old batched cast strength bourbon at 123.7 proof. Now, if you recall, I tasted these in order of proof, going from lowest proof to highest proof. So basically, as you can see, in terms of that. So far, if you go by the number 3 and 4, you're going to see already that it's just not going to go in order of proof. So this is the deal. These 2, I'm going to tell you something. You're looking at a Nashville Barrel Company, which is 123.7. Going into this, obviously, is a heavy favorite. At least I thought. And certainly, this is a Fred Minnick, best of 2023, 4th best of 2023 whiskey pick. Obviously the heavy favorite. And the whiskey, the Fiddler Chin Music, is the lowest proof. It's the first one that I tried, the 100 proof, first one. And generally the way I've been kind of looking at bourbons recently, I have been leaning towards the higher proofs. I just find the higher proof, all else being equal, kind of brings out just flavor all that much more. So this was a really tough music. I'm going to tell you this tough music. I'm thinking of Fiddler Chin Music. It's really tough. That's not giving anything away. I really went back and forth. I am telling you, I had each one. I had flipped both between first and second several times. And here's the deal. We'll call, if you want to call this the underdog, the Fiddler Chin Music was the first one I tasted. So, maybe I had nothing to compare it to, but I'm telling you, that thing just hit. It hit really good. I just really, really enjoyed that. And then the Nashville Barrel Company, just so much going on. There was so much activity in that mouthfeel that I couldn't, there was just a lot to describe. So this is, if I can call it a draw, I would. I know it sounds weird, like the Fiddler Chin Music, is that in the same league as the Nashville Barrel Company? It was really good. But my number two is going to be the Fiddler Chin Music by just a hair. Fiddler Chin Music, wheated bourbon, 100 proof, finished in toasted barrels. It's a high wheat bourbon. This was so close. And the only thing really there's two real factors that separated it, which obviously by process of elimination means Nashville Barrel Company, 6-year-old batch cast strength bourbon, 123.7 proof, is the winner. The two real things that kind of decided that for me, this higher proof in this, it gave it a little more oomph, and the fact that the real deciding factor, both of these had so much going on in the mouthfeel, but this just had just a drop more. There was so much. If you watch that video, I was just saying I had to actually take a step back and say, let me just kind of I want to tell you, it was a lot. Both of these had some really classic bourbon notes that I love. This one had a few more and just had so much activity in here. I can certainly see why Fred Minnick picked this one to be his fourth best of 2023. But I'm telling you that this Fiddler Chin Music, if I can find it, this is a good one. So this was tough. And yes, Nashville Barrel Company, 6-year-old batch cast strength, 123 proof, is the winner. But it wasn't a blowout. To me, it was by a hair. This one is so good. But in basically all of them, collectively, the difference between them in terms of, my preference range was so narrow. So that concludes this tasting series. Thank you for watching it. And again, Angry Mac, I cannot thank you enough for this. I appreciate all of this, and I appreciate you. And one more time, definitely follow Angry Irish Mac. Take care. Thanks for watching. Cheers.